This is Sir Lumbbington, my region-locked ultimate Ironman. Originally restricted only to Lumbridge, I recently completed my quest to return to Rimmington and unlock every area in between, each containing their own unique benefits and challenges. Now, with limited access to high-level content, Sir Lumbbington will have to learn to do big things in a small area if he's going to take on the toughest challenges here, all leading up to facing the Cowfight Queen. Whoa! Hold on! I'm not doing any of that. I gave it all up, remember? Sure, there was once a time when I was a brave adventurer going on quests and fighting monsters. I used to listen to the advice of magical rocks and do whatever RNJesus told me to. I even found myself some pretty good gear along the way. I was a champion, blessed with a beaver, and cursed with the destiny to do... Oh. Sorry, Job. I was getting a little carried away there. Oh, look. You win again. I mean, who would even want to be an adventurer anyway? Look at them. Out there, risking their lives every moment. They don't know what it's like to live in fear. I don't want to lose my memories again, and I'll never risk losing you, Job. I guess that's why we live in this shed. Hello?
Is this the residence of a Mr. Lumbbington?
Oh, yeah, that's me. Who are you?
Finally! I've been lugging this thing around Rimmington for a week.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I moved. I'm a swamp hermit now.
Yeah, well, next time you decide to become a swamp hermit, at least change your address.
What is all this anyway? Are these letters?
Jeez, you sure are a smart one. Yeah, letters. Hundreds of them.
Wow. I can't wait to see Lumbbington go back to his adventures. No way you can quit now. Don't get disheartened. But who are they from?
Those guys sent them.
What level for myth skim?
They all want me to come back? But why?
I don't know, man. I guess the world needs another idiot hero running around. Anyway, job's done. Good luck with your dog or whatever that thing is.
Look at all these. They need us out there, Job. But there's no way I'm taking any risks. I can't lose you now. No fighting, no quests. Not until I can build you a home so you can live out the rest of your days in peace. Let's leave the shed for the people, but let's take it slow. Before we get into the episode, if this is your first time seeing Sir Lumbbington, I'd recommend starting the series from the beginning, but for those who just want to jump in, I've done my best to recap everything that's happened in the series to this point in just 30 seconds. These are the stats on the account, these are the quests that have been done, and this is the gear. I've unlocked access to everything from Lumbridge-Rimmington, as well as the underground areas, the small islands accessible from Port Sarim, and the Champions Guild. I've also had some insane RNG in the account, getting Job the Beaver at level 15 woodcutting, and finding the rare and very relevant Cosmic Talisman from a random event. However, everything came to a screeching halt last episode when Sir Lumbbington lost his memories, aka I lost a ton of footage, and since then Sir Lumbbington has been living in a shed. Well, until now. And so Sir Lumbbington decided to return to adventuring with one goal in mind: build Job a home. Which is great, except that it's not. To build a menagerie to store Job, it requires oak planks. The only source of oak planks in the area is from implings, and to unlock implings you need 17 hunter, and my hunter level is currently 6. With XP random events being the only way to train hunter, it's gonna be a long journey to 17. We'll need to clear up some inventory space for what I plan to do. It's time to let go of the past and embrace the future, so let's try this clue scroll I've been saving for the past 3 episodes. Yeah, nothing. I'm also gonna alch a lot of the stuff I got last episode. I picked up these items off Sour Hogs and the Lesser Demons, so I can always get them back if I decide to do more combat later. Part of the plan involves growing the jute stack, so I'll grab some more seeds. Now that we're all set up, let's get into it. The plan is... woodcutting. Yeah, sorry. I know it's boring, but it's a good way to get random events. At least that's a diary task done. There's 30 fire making. I've had 30 woodcutting for a while since I needed 36 to complete the Lost City, but I figured that I'd just catch my fire making up so that I could burn willows as I cut them. So, yeah. This is my life now. It's safe and it helps work toward the lamping goal I've had on this account since day 1. So, level montage, I guess? 40 wood cutting. There's 45 wood cutting. We can now chop maple trees, which, I mean, maybe somehow? 40 fletching. 50 wood cutting. 45 fletching. And this is just kind of weird. I got 2 back-to-back nest drops off this tree. One of them was a diamond ring, which is not too bad. And there's 55 wood cutting. And would you take a look at that? That's a book of knowledge in my inventory. I wasn't recording when I got this, but this should be a level if we put this on here onto Hunter. Yes! Yes! Level 7 Hunter, that is so good. Now might be a good time to address something. Well, if you remember, I said that there were some more dark secrets in the Lumbbington project. It's time to tell you all the truth. The last few clips you saw were recorded at the end of March. Last year. Wait, what do you mean that's not surprising? They know that that's how it works? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess if you know anything about region-locked content creators, you know they record far in advance. But after tragically losing most of the footage for last episode, it took me about 7 months to want to come back to the account. Well, you just watched month 1 of the 7-month comeback. The next few months were a roller coaster for the account. I've created this graph to visualize my fluctuating emotional state over the next 7 months. March is on the rise, and thankfully a lot of interesting stuff happened in April. Yes, we got another lamp. For the record, to get to level 17 Hunter from here, I'll need somewhere around 17 more XP randoms. To do a little bit of quick random event math, you expect to see 1 random per hour of gameplay. There are 22 unique random events, 2 of which give XP, so that comes out to about a 1 in 11 chance to get a lamp or book of knowledge. In other words, I'll see 1 XP random per 11 hours of gameplay on average. 17 more randoms times 11 hours each comes out to over 180 hours, so I'll need to do a lot more woodcutting. Speaking of woodcutting, I got this beginner clue out of a nest, and we can actually do it, so let's go give it a shot. And we got another step. Can we do it? Hey, yes we can. It's my lucky Champions Guild step. All right, what do we get? A casket, and in it is garbage. Cool. There we go. There's level 60 woodcutting. We can now cut yew trees. Very nice. That's going to be super AFK, but I think I'm going to stick with willows until I have the fletching level to fletch yew logs. Here's a nice fletching milestone, 55 fletching. I could fletch broad bolts if I had some. Anyway, we've got another little milestone here. You can see I actually have 2 lamps in my inventory right now, which means that it's time for another hunter level. We put these both on hunter, and there we go. Level 8 hunter, very nice. Huh, I just got a maple seed. I could actually plant this in the Lumbridge tree patch and chop maples, but I don't know if I want to go through all the trouble of leveling up my farming. Like, what, I would need 8 more farming levels? Alright, literally like 2 minutes later we get another maple seed, so I guess we'll do the maple tree. I'm just letting RNJesus take the wheel on this one. Time to level up some farming, I guess? I've actually already been working on farming in the background a little bit with the jutes, and the stack has been growing nicely. We're definitely going to need more seeds than just jutes to do this, so we'll get started with some master farmers, and there's 45 thieving. Mr. Elston here wants some jute fibers to pay for my sweet corn, and you know, I think I can afford it. I've never actually used this bush patch, but they're really good XP, and there's yews right nearby that I can AFK as my crops grow. Wow, no way, the redwood tree seed? That's the absolute rarest thing you can get from a nest. And I'm just gonna have to chuck it on the ground. Coming back to a bountiful harvest, we'd love to see it. And there's the first level, 38 farming. Actually, while I was AFKing, I realized I could make myself a garden pie to boost for the farming level I need, so I actually only need 42 farming, which makes this whole thing quite a bit faster. There's 39 farming. We got a mystery box here. Let's see something good. Check out this sick farm-to-table herblore, if you will. And another farming level off the bush patch, 40 farming. And there's 41 farming, just 1 more to go before we can plant that maple seed. Have I ever told you how much I love paying money to unnote items? It's the best, but not quite as good as level 30 herblore. Let's go. All of my unexplained prior herblore training paying off, I guess. And we'll finish it off where it all began. There's 42 farming. Time to make a garden pie after grabbing a few quick cooking levels. And there we go, 34 cooking. We can now make a garden pie. I can grab a bunch of the ingredients right here at the Port Sarim food store, aka the Budget Culinaromancer's chest. This store is actually really underrated in my opinion, and it's even got all the ingredients for pizzas, which will eventually be my best food. Make some pastry doughs, and I just need a pie dish. Pie dish. I could have sworn they sold it here. Let's see, I know there's a pie dish around here somewhere. Uh-oh. Alright, I have some bad news. It turns out it's impossible for me to get a pie dish in my area. No one sells it, No one gives out a pie, and I can't craft it because I can't get in the crafting guild because it requires a brown apron, which I can't get because I can't make a tool store in my house without oak planks, which you can only get from implants, requires hunters, so I can't make a garden pie unless... There's actually one way to get a pie dish, which is to get it from the sandwich lady giving me a meat pie, but I'm not going to wait around for that, so the garden pie dream is dead. Let's just get through more farming levels. We've got a tiny farming milestone, 800 jutes. The jute stack grows. No way, I was just AFKing at the patch and this dude shows up to bless me with the Book of Knowledge. We're actually in that sweet spot where basically every other XP random gives a level, so here's 9 hunter. Job, your home is right around the corner. There's 43 farming, 50 thieving off the master farmers, always love to see these thieving levels, and 44 farming. These levels are pretty slow, even with as many patches as I have. Holy shit, it's a good thing I'm paying attention. Look at how many things are diseased. And there we go, 45 farming, finally. It's time to go plant this maple tree. Look at it. It's beautiful. A tiny child of a tree.
The next day.
They grow up so fast. I feel like maples are the perfect middle ground between the AFK of yews and the XP of willows. Right off the bat, we get a fletching level, and there's the added bonus that the general store is right here, and this maple stuff sells for a lot, actually. It was about 1K for all that. There's 65 wood cutting, nice looking level. 60 fletching, now I can actually fletch my yew logs, nice. I've got a bunch of exciting stuff in my inventory right now. Selling all this gets me to 80K, which is actually kind of insane. I've doubled my money since starting this. Also, I've got yet another Book of Knowledge that takes us super close to another hunter level. But that's not all. I have this beginner clue. It's a Reldo step, so let's go give it a shot. All right, I've checked everywhere but here, so last chance. What? A one-step clue off the last location? What are the odds? Please be something good. Big moment for the jute enjoyers. We just got 1,000 jutes in the stack. Big numbers. And that's a lot of banked crafting XP if you don't remember my hot loom tech from a while back. No way, back-to-back XP randoms? That's a whole 100 level today. What? 1000. That's so good. Oh man, these 100 levels felt like they would never come. And now it's just happening. That's amazing. That's the last clip from April. Things were going well, but it was about to take a turn. Here's the footage from May. Sorry if I sound a little sick here, I am, but I took a little break from the fletching to do some more fire making and wood cutting. I've been chopping these willows and burning them, and this log should be 45 fire making, so I could actually burn my maple logs if I wanted to. My eventual goal with that is 65 fire making for the mining helmet, but that's not super critical. Just wanted to kind of grab some more of these levels because they're so easy. And that's literally it. Just kind of disappeared for the rest of the month. The graph would look something like this, and it literally just kept going down. My motivation to play the account completely tanked in June, where I didn't record a single clip. I'm not sure if it was the account or real life getting in the way, but whatever it was, I was just not feeling it. Even in July, I recorded a couple of clips, but it was just on one day out of the whole month. Alright, I just got done collecting 810 swamp tar for this stack of marintils I have in my inventory, but before I use those I have a beginner clue here that has 2 steps on it, which means it's a guaranteed casket. Here we go, let's see. Alright. Could have been better, but steel plate skirt? It's kind of fun, I guess. Oh god, that looks amazing. Definitely the new fit for now. And we're using up the marintils now for level 34 herblore. That's agility potions unlocked. Not that I can make those. Funny number. Man, this is getting old. Oh wow, another wood cutting level. I should have known this was dumb. I'm 4 months in and I'm nowhere close to 17 hunter. And all I've got to show for it is a heightened ability to chop trees. I'm done.
Sir Lumbbington, what's wrong?
Not now, RNJesus. I'm going back to the shed. I knew I gave this up for a reason.
What? Why? You were doing so well there for a while. Why are you giving up now?
I'm just bored of only wood cutting, and you haven't been any help with the RNG lately. Where are all the XP randoms?
Hey, I'm doing my best. Look, you can't give up now. There are people counting on you, remember? You have to get back to your true self. Go pick up a weapon and swing it around or something.
RNJesus, you know that life is behind me now. I'm just trying to build a home for my beaver and I can't even do that.
But, Sir Lumbbington, remember when you defeated Sigmund?
Yeah, well, Sigmund sucked.
Or when you conquered the Sourhogs?
They're literally like level
Or
37.
how you vanquished the tree spirit?
Look! I'm just not doing that kind of thing anymore.
Fine. Have it your way. But don't come crying to me when you lose that beaver. You could at least try some other skills before throwing in the towel.
Huh. Other skills.
Yeah, I'm sure you could find a way to AFK like cooking or something.
Fine. I'll give it a shot. For Job. So I got back to it and found the will to go on and keep playing the account. I also set some new goals that'll be easier to achieve than just waiting around for 17 Hunter. I call this the 365 plan, not because it'll take 365 days, but because it's literally 3 level 65s. Cooking, fletching, and fire making. Each of these have a major milestone at 65 that I could shoot for in a relatively AFK way, working on my larger lamping grind at the same time. So, beginning in August, I started working on the cooking grind. The milestone at level 65 cooking is pineapple pizzas, which are my best food available in the entire area. They heal 22 per pizza, and all of the ingredients are available in Port Sarim. To get started, I've been AFKing fishing here, and I've gotten quite a few levels already. This is level 38, where churning butter has been unlocked. We might revisit that later. Deciding to come back has blessed me with a book of knowledge that I got while fishing. So let's put this into Hunter, and this should be a Hunter level. There it is, yes, 11 Hunter. That's so good. Honestly, it's not that many more to go now. Catching and cooking the salmon was a medium task in the Lumbridge diary. There's level 40 cooking. Bro, no way, another book of knowledge? That's 2 in a row, that's insane. That gets us so close to another Hunter level. Oh my God, coming back has been so good. You may be wondering why I'm standing in the chicken coop, and yes, this footage is laggy, I apologize, but look what the sandwich lady brought me. A pie. So close to being useful, if only she was like 4 months earlier. I also got a beginner clue off these chickens, as well as a pretty useful cooking milestone. There's 45 cooking for a meat pizza. I just want to test what the XP is like cooking these pizzas. You cook the pizza, cook the meat, slap that steak on the pizza, and... yeah, not worth it for all the trouble. This clue ended up having 2 doable steps, and we got the 2-step casket, which contained this. So I just kept cooking until I eventually had my big AFK breakthrough. Churning cheese. And there's level 50 cooking. Let me walk you through this if you don't know how it works. Let's talk about milking cows. You click the cow with buckets in your inventory. Easy, right? What if I told you there was a faster way though? Auto milking is 8 ticks, while clicking the cow gets you a bucket of milk after just 3 ticks. You can drop all your buckets and click the cow every 3 ticks for the sick milk speedrunning technique, although it isn't very AFK. If I do auto milk, this inventory fills up in about a minute and a half. But the churning is the real AFK. Cheese churns at a rate of about 1 per 15 seconds, which makes this inventory almost 5 full minutes of AFKing. Despite the odds, this does end up coming to around 10k XP per hour, which is pretty respectable given the lack of effort required. I also tried out shop hopping and making pizzas for XP. While this was fun, it definitely wasn't great XP for the amount of effort. So I did a lot of milking. August eventually rolled into September and the cheese continued. Yo, we got some new boots off a random event, the Beekeeper's boots, and they match my hair. And some more good random luck, we got another book of knowledge for a Hunter level 12 Hunter. Let's go, that's so good. And there is 55 cooking for anchovy pizzas, another pizza milestone. I actually decided to try out making these anchovy pizzas, and I discovered something kind of insane. I feel like these fishing spots might have one of the widest spawn ranges in the entire game. Like, look at this. This one just despawned and now it respawned all the way over here. What, like, that's just like so far. But a lot like the meat pizzas, this XP just really isn't worth the time. I went back to churning cheese, but I started to notice something. I was getting way fewer random events than normal. Not even that I wasn't getting XP randoms, but it was that I was going 2 or 3 hours without seeing a random event at all. I wondered if it had something to do with the cheese churning, so I actually tweeted at Modash to get some answers, and his response explained everything. Apparently, a random event won't show up if you're in the middle of a make X action, like churning cheese. So unfortunately, about 90% of my time had been ineligible for a random event all along. I guess I need to put this piece of the 365 plan on hold for now. Fortunately, I'm pretty close to my fletching goal. Currently, my fletching level is 62, so I just need 3 levels to reach the milestone I'm looking for. That is, fletching myself a U shortbow at level 65. This will be my new best-in-slot range weapon in terms of DPS, and I can only get it through fletching one myself. There's a pretty cool milestone, level 70 woodcutting, the first level 70 on the account. Okay, you can see in the chat that I just got level 64 fletching, so only one more to go, and I have a bit of a different plan for it. I've got a pretty nice stack of arrow shafts here in my inventory, and I'm gonna attach feathers to it to speed through this last level. So we're halfway through with this, and I've been doing some math. It looks like I can spend a similar amount of money to finish this level up using the arrow tips sold on Pest Control Island as it would take to use feathers. But if I do the arrow tips, I'll actually end up with a bunch of arrows at the end for my new bow. It's gonna be a lot of world hopping, but I'll catch you when I'm done. Alright, this should be the last arrow tip to get to level 65 fletching. There we go! U shortbows unlocked and the first skill of the 365 plan complete. Very nice. Now there's one more thing I have to do. Chop a U log, fletch it into a shortbow. I've been holding onto this flax in my inventory for months just for this moment. There we go, the new best-in-slot ranged weapon has been achieved. Beautiful, look at this thing.
Hey, good job, Lumbbington. You're really making some great progress and some nice money.
Hey, thanks, RNJesus. Wait, what do you mean nice money? I just spent like half my cash stack.
Oh, I mean, I figured you were going to sell those arrows and that bow. You know, your whole I'm not going to do any combat thing.
Sell them? What? I mean, no. No, I wouldn't just sell them.
So, are you going to use them?
Use them. Use them?
Use them.
It's been so long since I've felt the rush of battle and the sweet, sweet caress of combat XP, monster drops, but Job.
I understand, Sir Lumbbington. It's time to reclaim your title as a hero.
Wait, what?
So, you're not selling the bow and arrows?
No. If there's one thing I hold above all else, above everything in this godforsaken world, it's value. And selling these arrows instead of using them would not be value. And besides, I'm tired of looking like a weird gray snowman. It's time to begin anew. Job, I know together we can handle whatever challenges this world throws at us. Let's go get us some frog armor. I've been waiting a long time to say this, but it's frog time.